Do you want to know the 5 most common advertising mistakes? Well, if you do, make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. What's going on, guys? Arthur Early here, and welcome back to the channel. That's right, today we're going to be talking about the 5 most common advertising mistakes, and we're going to go and talk about how to fix them. So make sure you get a pen and paper, take some notes, and let's get it. All right, guys? So obviously, as we all know, advertising is a key in any business. How will new customers find you? Advertising can be one of the quickest ways to build a business, but yet at the same time, if you do it wrong, you can make some serious mistakes will end up costing you money and time and ultimately kill your business. So before you go ahead and invest the money into your advertising, make sure you do your research. If you spend a lot of money, once again, spending money on advertising, you don't want to make these advertising mistakes. And if you do make these mistakes, you're just going to end up wasting money. So what I want to do is I want to go over these 5 advertising mistakes and how to fix them. All right? So, number 1 is audience size. There's an old adage that goes, if you're marketing to everyone, you're marketing to no one. One of the most common mistakes out there in targeting is targeting the wrong audience size. On one hand, you could target too broad, especially if you, let's just say you're creating a product for a middle-aged man. Okay, you can't target all middle-aged men. Okay, you need to be more specific. For example, maybe your ideal audience is a middle-aged man who likes to golf, that makes between $80,000 and $120,000 a year. You know, by targeting, you could be more specific in regards to who you're looking to target and waste less money on reaching out to everyone. But if your audience is too narrow, let's continue with the same example. You're targeting middle-aged men that make $80,000 to $120,000 a year. Now you're going to add on another layer that have 3 kids. Now you want to add on another layer that lives in, let's say, Chicago. Now you want to add on another layer that owns a supercar. That's getting way too narrow, and by doing that, you really it won't have any effect at all. You won't be advertising, and you have to be able to be in between, somewhere in between too narrow and too broad. Okay, when you keep targeting, what you're gonna want to do is make sure, all right, you keep your audience to a reasonable size, and you don't want to add a lot of layers at first. You want to slowly add the layers in. So start out with middle-aged men, okay, that like to golf, if that's ultimately your product, the golfing product, right? Then you add a layer. Then you add a layer. Then you test, okay? You do an A/B test, which is going to determine which is the more effective ad, all right? So that's the first part of advertising in regards to making the mistake, all right? Second one is focusing only on one product. So you have the mistake of advertising to everybody, and then you have the mistake of focusing only on one product. You know, your product, what you can do is you talk to everybody about it, about the newest features, how you want it to look, but no one will care. You have to be able to advertise effectively. You need to focus on your customers' goals and wants, okay? So, how do I do this? When you talk about your goals and the features of your product, you're going to want to link them to value. So let's say you have a product that can help you clean your house, right? You want to link them to things of value that your product brings to the table, right? What it does for them, how it can improve their life, things like that. By using the latest technology and talk about how your product is going to save them time, Maybe you had there's an outdated product out there, okay, and your product is newer than the old ones, okay. So focusing on your customers' wants is going to help your customer ultimately help your customers, and then ultimately it's going to make you more money because your customers are going to buy your product, okay. The third one is lack of tracking. Now, I've talked about this before, guys. You have to be able to track. You have to know your numbers. You want to put your money where it's going to be the most effective when you advertise, right? Obviously. Um, Now, how you would do that in your advertising is tracking. How do you track? Is there another way to track? There's another common advertising mistake that any business can make. They think that making more money is going to bring them in more customers, but they don't know how to bring in the customers. They don't know how to make them more money because they don't know how to track, right? So you have to be able to track. So how can you fix this? Start by keying your ads, right? First and foremost, I've talked about this before. Start by keying your ads. Know where your customers are coming from. You can actually, like, let's say you use coupons. You have a online web store. You could tie that tracking to a coupon. Okay, phone numbers, specific links. Um, you could figure this out by the way other people are advertising. Once you know what's effective, you can invest your money into that and bring in more customers that way instead of just blindly placing ads everywhere, which a lot of people do. So once again, let's say you have a product um, that helps you, um, I don't know, let's say you use a duster. You have a duster product, right? So you're running a sale. Now you get your product out there to everybody. Now people start buying. Where they're buying from? Okay, are they buying from your website? Are they buying from eBay? Are they buying from Amazon? Are they buying from your Facebook link? Where they're buying from? So if you put a coupon out, let's say save 10%, and all of a sudden you're tracking that and you see that you're getting more sales on the 10% off, you're gonna go one ahead and scale that business up that way because you know it's working. All right. So uh, going into exactly what I was just talking about, the last mistake is advertising in the wrong place. All right. Now that you've done some research on hitting your key target and placing your ads, um, you're going to want to know how to advertise in the right place. Too many businesses are advertising without really knowing where their audience is in the first place. Are your customers on Facebook? Are they on Pinterest? Are they on radio? Are they on Pandora? Um, do they hang out in groups? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself. If you run a billboard ad, you have to be able to know where to look for your ideal customer. And I've spoken about this before, and actually you can go ahead and check it out in the video right here where I talk about advertising and targeting your business and your customers. All right. But in regards to finding a solution and finding where your customers are, take the time to research your audience, guys. I've spoken about this before. Their habits, their preferences, their lifestyle. The more you know about them, um, the more likely you will know where they are and where they will be. Okay, you can put your ads where your audience is, put your ads in front of them, and see how likely they are to react. Okay, guys. Another one is call to action, CTA, and I've spoken about this before. Not having a call to action is another common advertising mistake, but it can be deadly to your business, right? Just because somebody goes and sees your ad or sees your banner doesn't mean they're going to be inclined to buy. It doesn't mean they're going to be inclined with your actual business. You can't just expect somebody to come to your website and just buy. You have to give them a reason to buy. A very, very simple solution. Okay? Make an advertisement in regards to click here, buy now. For more information, go here. Call now. These are the things that you can do on your website or wherever you place your ad to go ahead and get your customer to take action. CTA, call to action. All right, guys? So I hope that these 5 advertising mistakes will help you in your business. Stop wasting money. Stop wasting time. Stop doing these mistakes and understand where your target audience is so you can be more successful in your business and ultimately gain more customers and make more money, guys. All right, so until the next time, I will talk to you later. Bye for now.